Alrighty, guys, 1 second. Bubba loaded. It turns out we don't need Bubba. No endurance stacking, guys. Hey! A lot of people are claiming that Killer's overpowered now. We'll see. Which probably means you can play mouse wielding Killers now, which you couldn't. So. No. Dead Hard still works, by the way. I've seen streamers use it. It's now more, it's performance-based, meaning you can't just be brain dead to use it now. You actually have to time it. But 100% Dead Hard still works. Dead Hard is not dead. I said 0.5 seemed a little bit high, or a little bit low, excuse me. A little bit high for a nerf. It's not. You just have to time the attack. So. Might not work for a lot of people. They can run sprint burst. and can fuck off. I've seen streamers reliably use Dead Hard today, so I don't play Survivor. I have no plans of playing Survivor, so I'm not really interested. Yeah. Another hot day, guys. I had some stuff I was doing. I installed a line sanitizer. If you ever have a pool, pool technology has actually come a long way, and it sounds kind of fucking weird. Instead of chlorinating, they've switched to bromine. This matters, by the way, if you're running any sort of water cooling system. They switched from chlorine to bromine now, which is generally used in hot tubs. It doesn't have the nasty smell and whatever, and it's also nicer on equipment. But further than that, they've also started using sanitizers. They're called clarifiers or sanitizers, which is like a UVC light, which, by the way, never look at one, is very harmful to your eyeballs and will probably blind you, especially if it's a high-powered one. They use what's called a UVC sanitizer, and what it does is it's a certain wavelength of light that kills everything it touches. Yeah. It's like 234 kilohertz or something like that, terahertz. It's something really high, or really low, one of the two. And they found a way to basically kill bacteria with lights, essentially. And it can produce ozone. It's not something you just want to put in your house just willy-nilly. But you can put it in a water system and it'll basically kill off all the bacteria in the water. Fucking amazing. Pretty cool shit. Yeah. And they've also started using things called ozonator, which has been around for a while. It's kind of like snake oil, where people use ozonators in their house to... like snake oil treatments and stuff like that. It's not nothing you want to do. You don't want to breathe ozone. Ozone will kill you. But they use it to kill off bacteria and such, but you can also use it in water to purify water. Very cool shit. And it breaks down really fast, too. It doesn't give you distance anymore. No, it doesn't. It just saves you from a hit. And that will also slow down the killer. As I mentioned, Dead Hard was really powerful for a lot of different reasons. One, it gave you distance, which you know about. Another is if you get hit, it would negate the hit and give you even more distance. But the side effect of getting hit is the killer, when he swings at you, will slow down. So it slows down the killer, speeds up you, gives you distance from the perk itself, and then gives you even more distance from the hit. If you get hit, it'll give you the speed boost from getting hit. The new Dead Hard, all it does is negates the hit. And that will still cause the killer to slow down if he swings at you. So you'll still gain distance. It just won't be in the same way as before. So it's still powerful. It'll still prevent you from going down. But it's not like it was before. And it doesn't rely on an endurance effect either, which means you can use it along with other perks if you want an endurance tank or whatever. Yeah. It's not broken. It's not bad. It's just not nearly as good as it was before. And before it was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, what I was doing today is messing around with some pipes, and I have a leak right now I have to take care of tomorrow. I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm pretty sure the fitting I got has a fucking pinhole leak in it. Oh my fucking god. Can't make this shit up. I'm going to have to tear shit apart and look at it. That's the way it goes. That's what I was doing today. Anyways, we aren't gonna cover the patch notes in depth. We did that already during the mid chapter. You can find it's a highlight. We're just gonna take a look at the changes that they've made since the chapter. So there was the not mid chapter. Oh, jeez, their fucking naming schemes all fucking suck. The anniversary update, this year's anniversary update. Dev update, and then the second anniversary dev update, V2 I guess you can call it. We covered the initial anniversary dev update a couple weeks ago, a month ago at this point I think, and it's in the highlights if you guys are curious. Almost everything that I talked about came to pass. or was going to be impactful, which it was on PTB. We talked about endurance stacking first day, before the kids ever figured it out. Talked immediately about endurance stacking. Always ahead of the curve. Talked about endurance stacking first day. And came to pass, and luckily we survived. They made it so endurance stacking does not happen, because it would be horrible, and it would break basically every killer in the game. You need like a fucking machine gun killer or something, but obviously it doesn't exist. So now, basically the patch comes down to a lot of rebalances, tweaks, and it's just going to take a while to get used to stuff. We covered the V2 dev update last week, I believe it was. Added 5 maze tiles to the pool in Macmillian Estate map. I don't know which one that is. But most all of this was in... Is there a change update since the dev update? There's a lot of stuff. We all covered all this shit. Okay, this looks new. Perks we all covered. Prestige system rework we covered. Teachable perks have been removed from China Secrets. Purchasing a perk on China Secrets will now immediately unlock the perk on all killer survivors displayed tier level. Must purchase a prior tier before you can purchase a higher tier. Purchasing a perk you already have, tier 3 will convert the iridescent shards to 100,000 blood points. So, BP you can get from Shrine is decreased. Yeah, BP from per Shrine has been decreased. That's kind of curious, considering this is supposed to be a grind less patch. I guess it's going to be offset some other way, which I don't know. The consent has been added. No. If it drifts too far for 4 to 1, it'll receive BP bonuses. Players can expect queues with larger incentive bonuses to have faster queue times. Okay. Changes from PTB. Prestige, no cost, reduced, but once again, when you prestige, it resets your fucking shit, and then you have to redo blood webs from the base level, which gives you no chance at add-ons that you actually need as a killer. Increased blood point category caps. What the fuck is this? That mean, I think iridescents were 8,000, now they're 10,000? Authorized is disabled when Alexa gets apart. I heard it's bugged and still works. Fair regression has been reduced. It takes 12 seconds before it's better than just a normal tap on the gen, which will be One of the things I don't like about it is overcharge because no one was running it before meant that it actually was impactful and people would hit the gen and have a chance of missing it because they aren't ready for it. But now, because everyone's going to be running overcharge, it means more people have practice with overcharge skill checks, and it'll be probably less meaningful as far as it actually working. I was watching some killers play today, by the way, and I swear to God, some streamers have special MMR. I was watching Hexy play, and he plays against complete idiots in the game. I have no idea, like, 4 months ago, he was playing against, like, Ultra Sweats and Swifts, which made him quit playing, more than that, 5 months ago, quit playing Killer. Like, he couldn't play Killer anymore because it's too hard for him. And now he's playing against basically brain-dead people. It's fucking weird. No idea why. And I can't watch that shit, just like I can't watch Dead. I can't watch that shit because it's not representative, or it's not representative of normal games, and you can't glean any information from it. It's purely for entertainment. As a player, it's not representative of normal games at all. It's fucking weird. On PDB, we saw too many instances servers were able to queue up several instances of Endurance one after another, being able to tank too many additional hits. No shit. Endurance not to trigger when a player has deep wounds will prevent this from being as effective. Yes, because they have to spend 12 seconds mending now, which is going to take them out of a chase. Endurance stacking is gone. An issue that caused players to experience rubber banding during gameplay. As I mentioned before, I'm pretty sure that was a side effect of them messing around with the anti-cheat system. And I'm pretty sure it helped with speed hacking at first, and then they got around it and it didn't matter anymore. Lots of bug fixes. I heard that there's problems with the BP. I saw that, or the incentive. Matchmaking incentives Texas present and play as killer without having blood point bonuses. So there might be a bug in that. I was watching some other streamers play Survivor and they had long wait times. So, regardless of whether or not there is a bonus, if you aren't getting in games relatively fast, that means you're waiting. And you shouldn't have a bonus for whatever reason. But it's going to take a bit for people to suss out what's going on with the queue system, so. But from what I understand, there's more people that want to play Killer today, so. Because they aren't going to get shit on constantly. This bug somehow I played a match with my friend. Incentives was 100%. 3 people use cakes, and I've used an escape cake. My friend did 20,000 points, and I've done 19k. And at the end, I've earned 202,000 blood points, while he earned 89. Seems only the party leader gets the bonus. This change is awesome if I get killed because of bad teammates, which is what I tell myself, but more often than not I made the mistake or had the killers just good. But I get 100% blood point bonus, I walk away very nice chunk of blood points and very big reduction in sodium. Dude, if you play this game for blood points, I have no fucking idea what you're doing with your life. Like, if you're playing the game for virtual currency that doesn't do anything for you besides get you more perks, yeah, and add-ons, yeah. BP is not iridescent, so you can't purchase skins with it, so it's not about looking good. And it only really helps you with playing killer because survivors don't really have a BP tax. It's only killer. So, yeah, and apparently the BP tax is going to get worse now because of the nerf blood webs. I think they're updating in real time, so everyone saw the plus 100% for Survivor and started queue up, and creating a wait time. But the incentive still showed some more queue up, yeah. It's been several hours since you commented, and it still says Survivor, but as Survivor queue times over 3 times as long as Killer for me, it's broken. It is Survivor plus 100%. I didn't get any extra blood points after the match. You feel robbed. Wonder if it's one of those things where it doesn't give you the points. If they fucked up, it doesn't register when you queued, and instead registers when you leave the match. That'd be hilarious. Or when the match ends. Oh, Noah's with his friend. No, this is a different guy. I played 3 matches, 2 of them at 100% BP. First match didn't get 100%. 2 and 3 got 100%. Yeah. Weak as in bad teammates, or weak in what way? I heard Killers are just having a heyday today. But that remains to be seen. Once again, you watch certain Killers play the game and they play against completely... It's one of the only games I've ever played where it feels like I'm not playing against similar people of skill level. Like you're watching someone that's supposedly skilled in the game and they aren't playing against the same people you are. Fucking weird shit. And Hexy plays in the US, so that's nothing to do with being EU. Specifically, Ireland or UK, because Ireland, UK has its own server for whatever reason. I checked yesterday, by the way, just to make sure. I was futzing around with my my tweaking in the background, and I checked out Ireland just to make sure it's still there, and it's still there. Yeah, UK Ireland still has its own server, specifically for that area, for whatever fucking reason, and the rest of Europe has Frankfurt. Whatever fucking reason. I just played the most boring, longest match of my life against the Sloppy Butcher Thana hit and run Huntress, 24 minutes, 4 gens. I'm actually glad I was tunneled and it lasted more than 50 minutes after I died. Yeah, I don't know why people are complaining about Thana. So Thana has a 2.5% bonus. Yeah. It was already 20%. They added 2% or 2.5% on top of it. So, yeah, I don't know what you're bitching about, but Thana has already existed. It hasn't changed. Thana plus Penamento, Legion, Plague, skill difference obviously has fun and experience for me as a survivor. My prediction is Legion's kill rates will skyrocket with this patch due to their insane slowdown potential. That's no different than before the patch, so... Like, once again, people are saying Thanophobia is more OP now, but it's not. It doesn't really change anything. 2.5%. Actually check just to see if it's exactly 2.5%. No. It is 22%. Not 22.5. Yeah, so they added an extra 2%. That's not breaking the bank on anyone. Gen speed nerfs an extra 10 seconds. That would be an additional, what? Two seconds? Not counting the normal Thanophobia bonus. That's not right. It would be 0.2 seconds. Seconds. 2% not. 20% would be 2.2 seconds. An additional 2.2 seconds is what it adds on top of the 10 seconds for the gen. Specifically from the extra time. Not breaking the bank. Dead by Daylight is a dead game for me. It's just changed how you're doing with men's are actually faster than heals. Getting 100% incentive to survive react Q times feel much longer than they usually do at this time of day. What's up with that? Pretty sure it is bugged. A lot of conflicting information. Ranker perk activates when the hatch is closed regardless of how many generators are left. Good. Ranker becomes self-aware and fixes itself, and a panic BHVR tries to pull the plug. Random core fights back. Yeah. 3 matches in a row, getting tunneled out. Love endurance meta. It's okay, survivors have 5 whole seconds to get away from the killer that's directly on top of them. Surely no killer will count to 6 before hitting mouse 1. And tell people we're on BT. Once again, we'll have to wait and see what kind of games I get, guys. It's not, I can't tell what the fuck's going on based on people I've been watching today. You can't figure it out from Reddit, because almost all of Reddit is survivor mains that bitch about anything killer related. Played 15 straight matches Survivor, and I have to largely agree, killers are still stacking slowdowns, just more options now. And tunneling. Tunneling's always been a thing. I don't know why this... Tunneling's not new, guys. There wouldn't be any difference in tunneling before or after this patch. Tunneling did not change anything about tunneling. The endurance meta, you're basically guaranteed a BT hit, so there's that. Unless people run BT, in which it's 15 seconds instead of 12 seconds, so it's actually longer. But most people will actually have off the record instead of BT, so you still get a protection hit. I never used Dead Hard, but it's becoming very apparent a lot of survivors are relying too heavily on it to play well. So now it takes effort to use. Teammates are dropping like flies. It's like no one knows how to fucking live. Yeah. Yeah, you know? Yeah. Once again, I've watched streamers, so I have watched streamers play Survivor, and they definitely can still use Dead Hard. So if you can't time a half a second hit between when you see the guy ready to swat at you and when you push the button, unless he baits it out, which most killers don't because they aren't that good, yeah, you basically had the game played for you, so, yeah. The game was playing you. Self-care with botany against Blight and Sloppy, it took ages to self-heal. Self-care is absolutely dead. I don't want to know how long. Yeah, too bad you don't take a med kit or a fucking boon. Yeah. Oh no, I can't heal myself, guys, with the 5 million other ways that survivors can heal themselves in the game, guys. Oh my god. Helm Spear buff is a nerf. For some reason, there's a lot of survivors that never use Dead Hard. It's kind of weird. For how often I see Dead Hard in games and how common Dead Hard fucking is, regardless of your MMR. It's kind of weird to see people say they never use Dead Hard frequently. Right? This big, thick dick at the top here is Dead Hard. The highest MMR where we play, it is in 75%. So 3 out of 4 survivors in your match are going to have Dead Hard. Oh, I never used Dead Hard. Okay. No one talking about menu music? I don't have music on. Fixing everything but camping and slugging. Camping and slugging is a playstyle. That's like saying they're fixing regression gameplay or they're fixing slugging. Camping, slugging, and tunneling are not tunneling. Camping, slugging, and regression are 3 different types of gameplay that you can play the game. Slugging and camping are not the same thing. Tunneling, slugging, 2 different things. Camping can be used in any different which way, in addition to regression and slugging and tunneling. So camping is just like playstyles. You're like literally commenting on tactics. Like, why don't you just remove an entire tactic from the game? Probably because of more strategy. Remove an entire strategy from the game, probably because it works. Attack on Titan skins drop. Yeah, the killers look silly. I would not play a killer with Attack on Titan skin just because you're literally a midget. You're a midget Titan, and it makes no fucking sense. I'm loving the update so far. Camping is now a legitimate strategy. It's always been a legitimate strategy. It's easy to camp at the end game. That's end game. That's basically where you leave. End game is where you cut your losses and leave because the game's over. Incentives are busted. Nine out of 10 matches end up with their killer downing 3 survivors within the first 2 minutes. Can't be dead hard. Maybe they reset MMR? Like, because of the update? Maybe they just, because the stats are going to get all sorts of fucked up, maybe they reset MMR. That would explain some weird-ass games people are getting. Also explain what I watched earlier today. That would explain things. Where some people think that killers are just camping and tunneling at high MMR, that's very prevalent. Make a tweet about that. Yeah. That would explain some things as if MMR reset. If they reset MMR to realign it, and I definitely would think they would do that. Uh-huh. Surprise! Called that shit. Yep, that's a trope. New Legion meta is so fun to play against. We got one whole gen done that's no different than Legion prior to the patch. Legion prior to the patch. Xenophobia got a small buff. There's a small buff to attack recovery. 2 stacks STBFL, which is 10%. And 10% brutal strength. So, not really. update sucks. Make survivors disconnect. Be Legion, run Thanophobia, Gift of Pain, Pop, and Overcharge. I don't know why you'd run Pop when you can run Rune, or Brian, excuse me. Run Filthy, Blade, and Sussy's Mixtape. Keep injuring everyone with Feral Frenzy. Done. Feral Frenzy doesn't work. That doesn't change. That hasn't changed at all. I don't know why people are commenting about Legion being much more powerful than he was. Gift of Pain definitely got a buff. Pop sucks. Not super horrible, but it's definitely not as good as it used to be. Filthy Blade and Susan's Mixtape. I believe one of those that prevents people from healing. Mixtape is just a reset when you get hit by a pallet, isn't it? Extends killer's instinct radius by 20 meters. Why would they run that? Filthy Blade. I guess you can get intel on people. If people are outside of your detection range, you're never going to catch them if they W key away from you. Which is why this is a terrible add-on. This is Susie's Mixtape, right? Yeah. So what happens, one of the problems with Legion is the moment you hit survivors, if they're around the area, they go like this. They spread like you can imagine like a star, like having people go in all different separate directions. That's what happens the moment you hit people if you play against good squads. They just go poof like this, and then you have to go from each and every one of those to hit them all. And you're generally going to hit maybe 2 people at high MMR. Even with the add-ons, because they'll just W key away from them. You start going after a different squad. They'll immediately, you're a different squad mate. They'll immediately tell their friends. They'll start mending behind you. They'll immediately tell their friends, and they will start W keying away from you, and you'll never catch up in time. I actually kind of want to try that just to see if these guys are just full of shit. Increases mend time by 4 seconds. Why the fuck are you running this again? What? That's 4 seconds. I guess because of the endurance meta? Because people are running endurance effects, it takes them even longer to mend away from endurance effects now? 4 seconds is not a lot of time. Whereas if you hit someone, a second person, they suffer deep wound and broken. So when they mend deep wound, they apply with broken, and then your Thanophobia stays on them. What the fuck is this shit? So 4 extra seconds compared to being broken for 60 seconds, which applies 22% additional Thanophobia before you can heal yourself. Yeah. People are fucking dumb. I don't understand. Maybe this is because there's very few things that affect mend time, and this is one of them. So it could be that people are suggesting this because of the endurance meta, because you're going to mend from an endurance effect, right? So this adds 4 seconds from a 12-second mend. It turns it into a 16-second mend. Yeah, not actually that good. So Like something like increasing. There's the add-on for actually going for additional hits, which is where is it? Right there. Increases stackable movement speed bonus from successful ferro flashes by up to 1.2 meters a second. Yeah, which is an additional 20% movement speed, I think. Relatively high. You gotta figure out if it's additive or multiplicative, and then look at the effects and what applies and everything else that's going on. So, Frenzy? Was it BFF? Oh. Mural sketch. Or 30%. Okay. So instead of going in the fourth hit, instead of going 150%, you're going 160. Yeah, it's not 20%. It's extra 10% movement speed. Let's change categories here too, since we're just covering DVD stuff right now anyways. Thought we're gonna get through this right away, but gotta debunk some of the shit we're seeing, so. Yeah. But apparently they think you should run an additional 4 seconds on Mend. What? Four seconds is like nothing. They added an additional 10 seconds to all the gens. Another one. Deep Wound. They suffer Mangled. Mangled increases heal time by 20%, I believe. 25% longer. Instead of 16 seconds, that means that is 10 seconds? 15 would be 3.2. Like 4 seconds. Yeah, so the Mangled effect from this is basically the same thing as the Deep Wound effect, only you have to get out of the Deep Wound. I guess this potentially would be better because it would apply to endurance effects as well. Other endurance effects where this only applies to heal effect, and there's multiple things can cause endurance effects now. But that's once again only 4 seconds, which is why it just kind of sucks. Yeah, no. I don't know if they understand that you can't just keep hurting people with Feral Frenzy. Like, you have to down people. You can't actually down people with Feral Frenzy. You guys didn't know that. Uh-huh. I'm calling to completely redo Legion. Legion, the Freddy treatment. So Freddy got nerfed like last year, and he definitely did not deserve it when he got it. Maybe it's not even worth playing the game for the first couple days for MMR to shake out. I'm gonna play it, but if you're a survivor or someone that just plays the game for fun, you might even want to wait a couple days for this to shake out, because it appears like people are just constantly just griefing and DCing and shit. MMR is going to shake out. I'm pretty sure they reset MMR based on what we're seeing here. Yeah, have you played Killer yet tonight? Kind of curious. Because obviously you're not going to be, your MMR is not going to be as good as my MMR. But kind of curious what it looks like in the middle of MMR. Ever complaining about Verse Legion, has no idea how to play against Legion? I can tell you as Legion player that people can and will feed you every pallet on the map and split you so you can't power all force survivors, yeah. This hasn't changed since prior to the update. My guess is MMR reset today, and terrible players are meeting higher MMR killers, and it's causing a ruckus. An extra 2.5%, 2% on Thana shouldn't be doing this. LP even suggested bad add-ons. Some bad perks. Not chain hits, 1 to 2 hits. Yeah, all the DCs tell me that people are playing against higher better killers than they used to. Is my guess, so they just rage DC as a way of lowering their MMR. I don't even think DCing lowers your MMR, so yeah, just DCing isn't gonna fucking do fuck all to you. Like, you have to play out the match, or just kill yourself in a hook. Some survivors are finding out they're never good at the game. Yeah. Completely possible to run before the update. Nothing's changed except for a 2% Thana buff. They also buffed Pain Resonance, not Pain Resonance, Gift of Pain. It's like Nurse. People are comparing Legion to Nurse. What the fuck is this shit? This is why you can't go to... you can't depend on information you find on Reddit about this game, guys. This is fucking crazy. 3/4 of the game, like 3/4 of the people that post on Reddit are fucking survivor mains. And, like, most of those have never touched a killer or barely have. Killers are still complaining survivor side remains to be seen. Why Overcharge isn't directly worse than Call of Brine? It is. You can run both, which is why he shouldn't have suggested Op, and instead should have suggested Call of Brine and Overcharge. Let's take a look. DVD, Call of Brine, and Overcharge stack. Second. This is last month. July? Okay. Additive. Overcharge now needs 24 seconds to compensate for its drawbacks. What? Why does overcharge need 24 seconds? I was talking about running Dragon's Grip. I guess it's just one of those things where we have to try it. It's fucking weird. Okay. This build overcharge Call of Brian Thana and Jolt is gonna suck for solo. Do they know that Jolt means that you can't actually tap the gen with overcharge and Call of Brine because Jolt will tap the gen for you? What the fuck is this shit? Oh. Okay, let's move along. Once again, it's probably going to take a couple days, maybe even a week for this shit to shake out. Killer Man, this new update is Slaughter. It really makes me wonder if they reset MMR, because they shouldn't have had this big of an effect across the board. Yeah. Alrighty, guys, let's take a look at the other Reddits real quick here, and then we're going to get into game. Might as well. Overwatch Reddits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure MMR reset. Makes sense. They don't need to do that. I don't know why they would reset MMR. Because they could literally just change their data. They could just, capture the data set and then reset it internally without resetting people's MMR. Actually, then they'd have to realign. I don't know. Maybe they have to MMR it. Well, that resetting would mean everyone's basically at 0 and has to, or whatever the starting MMR is. And then they have to win or lose games in order to reach whatever MMR is supposed to be. We'll figure it out almost immediately when I start playing games. Because we're going to play some Nemesis as a baseline to begin with, and then maybe play Legion. And get people to DC on me. AMD Reddits. Killer, what the fuck are they even talking about anymore? Councils never needed a killing, they're just councils. What? What? Why would that ever be a thing? Okay. Yeah. Play some games, guys. Find out. We'll find out shortly. We were busy dodging cheaters yesterday too, so I don't even fucking know how our games are gonna go tonight. Let's see. Play a couple games as Nemesis to set a precedent and see how they go. I'm gonna go grab a soda, guys, and use the potty. Be right back. Alrighty. Made some Gatorade too. Don't care, don't care. I was gonna flag that every time. Plus 100% for survivors, wow! Be able to pick the background image too. Because each killer or update has a different background. If you could customize it, that'd be pretty cool. Character info. Oh, they changed the character info so it's more accessible. Because it was a little thing up here that I'm pretty sure no one ever read. Okay. Okay. Oh, this changes killers. That's worthless. I want to do one of these and just see how it interacts. But we don't even get blood points from the blood web. You don't even get blood points from the blood web unless you max out to reach level 3 killer. Good evening, Cuddly. Let's just see how this works. My perk. Oh my god, my perks are gone! We can't seed the blood web anymore! Because the teachable perk I had, we have to have a teachable perk that is on a killer that we don't want to prestige. Like a killer that I don't want to play ever. Oh no. They ruined my trick. Is Trapper? How do you tell if Trapper... Yeah, no, I think it's actually because one of the perks... Oh, it's not completely ruined. It just means one of the perks that I wanted... Well, no, if basically one of the killers would have to be never Prestige 3. Otherwise, you get the teachable version of the perk on all your killers. Oh, well, that fucked the pooch. We used to have a starting point for the entity, which allowed me to get add-ons more easily. Let's see. Let's just do a couple of these just to see how this goes. Basically what I wanted. Push it around the outside and close everything. Yes. There we go. Good. That is what we wanted. Isn't that beautiful? Now I have to spend 20,000 BP on something I can't... Doesn't do anything for me. God. And it starts you over, so this is exactly like what you thought it would be. Yeah. Nope, so the BP tax for killers is now worse than it was before. So I have no options. If you guys aren't missing what's going on right now, I have 0 options of what I'm doing. And then it's just going to reset when I hit 50. You have to reach level 50, I think. We'll take a look at this. I don't think I'll be able to hit 50 because you need 1 mil to do it. Or not 1 mil, you need like 2 mil to do it. And I don't have 2 mil. Because I prestiged, and the only way to get a new blood web is to prestige, so... they force you to get a new blood web. Holy fuck, this is actually a huge nerf to killers. Like, it doesn't seem that way, but a lot of killers are balanced around their add-ons. Yeah, for the only way for me to get a full blood web is, like, what, 50? Is the only time you get a full blood web. There's none of the perks that I want here. And it's just going to continue giving you a bunch of shit ones. Well, that's the thing, is the add-ons, when I have a full blood web, I have options, right? There's a lot of choices, because you throw a bunch of dice, and you have a lot of options. When you throw the dice at a low-level blood web, not only does it usually give you lower-level stuff, but usually it's not nearly as many options, right? So basically, I'm just forced to take these options no matter what. So, there's like no choice here. It literally diluted my ability to actually pick add-ons that are useful to me. This is actually a really big deal. Because killers, a lot of killers are very add-on centric. And the fact that you can't pick up add-ons you need means you're fucked. Unless I'm missing something here, you have to prestige. There's no other way around it. Yeah. Okay. And there's no options for me cutting off the entity anymore because there's no options at all, right? Yeah, this is way worse than the old blood webs. The only thing this helps is if you're starting out new killers. That's the only thing this does, is helps out newer killers. And that's it. Which you aren't if you play the game for any meaningful amount of time. Yeah, so I got, like, what, one add-on that I actually wanted, which is Liquor Tongue for 300,000 I spent just now. And I don't even want Liquor Tongues. Liquor Tongues are on my shit loadout. Yeah, you have to prestige. I'm pretty sure. And I don't have enough add-ons, so I can't redo this again. Or enough BP. Well, that's really horrible. That is extremely horrible, guys. I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. This is actually a big deal. I don't think a lot of people realize that there's a killer tax in the first place. Killer BP tax. Where the... what? Ani skin. Oh, there we go. Spirit skin too. Yeah, not a huge fan, guys. And it's not that the skins look terrible, but it's the fact that you have a Titan that's supposed to be the size of a building that is now a diminutive killer. I guess they're trying to go the way of, like, Fortnite, where they just have random skins. But it feels really lackluster. You can't skip it, yeah. So you're fucked. You know how hard it is for me to get some add-ons, like the pin on Legion. That's with normal level 50 blood web. know. I'm gonna tweet about that. Yeah, that's a problem, guys. That is an issue. That's a problem. Yeah. Well, hopefully this will get fixed sometime. Do we want to change any of our add-ons? I don't think so. Or any perks? I don't think so. Not yet. See what happens here first. Got like a paper cut. Not really. It's from a pipe thread. And it kind of burns right now. Okay. Oh. Green's not... Green's not what you're looking for, dude. So, you understand each blood web is comprised of a number of opportunities, right? You don't have those opportunities in a low blood web. It doesn't do anything. There's nothing there. You can't go, hey, I want this add-on, and then go over to it, because it doesn't exist. So it's completely RNG instead of you actually being able to pick through the RNG. Alright, first game of the night, guys. Let's see how this goes. Oh, we get to see if they change the survivor spots on the screen. Hey, there's no queue time for your killer. That's kind of weird. Huh. 90 for some reason. It's because of the theme going on right now. So I got an instant queue as a killer, but I don't have a BP bonus. At least I don't think so. Let me take a look. How this works. No bonuses right now. Oh. Survivor's 100% bonus. No, plus 100%. I think the extra BP bonuses are just broken. Whole web at the start costs nothing. Well, that's not the problem. The problem is the web that you're choosing is a tiny portion of the big web that you could be choosing. And as you've seen, when I do blood webs, it's different. Depending on how you push through the blood web, you can force the entity to cut off the blood web. So you don't have options. The options are the difference between you basically sinking points into nothing that doesn't matter to you, and you being able to pick something that you actually want. Now, Eries, in the level 50 blood web, there's usually one Eerie. They're very rare. That's in a level 50 blood web. And when I just wasted 300,000 BP, I got one liquor tongue. So, I mean, that just literally tells you what you want to know right there. Yeah, we got one liquor tongue. I think we got an eyeball for 300,000 BP. Yeah, this is broken, so I don't know if it's just not showing the bonuses properly, or if the calculation, the algorithm in the background's broken. There's definitely a longer wait time for Survivor right now, so... TTV that doesn't stream. Name's so tiny. Oh. I got an instant queue as killer, and I waited for a minute and a half as survivor, so... I don't care what... There's a lot of misconception, so a lot of people will knee-jerk and use hearsay based on instant observation. So if you see that there's a BP reward, you're like, oh, survivor's in demand. But I just queued, and the Reddit thread also confirms very similar things. Is I just queued as a killer, got an instant queue, and survivor has a wait time. So, yeah. I mean, that you can say what you want. That doesn't mean it's what's happening right now. So it's what you'd assume would be happening right now, and what people have said in other people's streams is there's a wait time for killer. There isn't. I just got in instantly. Twice, not just once, twice, because I queued and then I went over to Survivor, and then I went back to killer. Yeah. If you're on EU, late night is generally Survivor are going to have faster queues. Normally, outside of what's happening right now, in EU, for instance, you'll get faster queue times on late night on Survivor. It occasionally happens in NA, but it's like really late. It's like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning. It's very, very late when that starts happening. Yeah. Yeah. You play on Frankfurt, yeah. That's normal. That has nothing to do with the patch. Alright, cam up first game, Midwich, guys. Breaker cuck doors. Sutter. On my left. Hey, buddy. Sprint burst. I think that applies to whip, too, the 10% speed bonus. What are you doing? There's a guy behind me. Hey, buddy. Thank you. What a nice guy. He showed me where that survivor was. Let's go after her now. You have balanced? Probably. I don't think it was sprint burst. No. Yeah, they 100% reset MMR, guys. They 150% reset MMR. These are not normal survivors I play against. We can already confirm that based on the guy that was creep walking around next to me and this guy that just threw a pallet and then vaulted over it, slow vaulted over it. They 150% reset MMR. We'll see, but just right off the bat here, guys, this is not... Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, you guys saw that. They 100% reset MMR. We're in a W key vault and go back. Probably chase someone that comes for an unhook. Didn't come for an unhook. Okay. Yeah, so my guess is people that are bitching about MMR, are these survivors. We'll see how this goes, though. Just like when we play new killers, although if they completely reset MMR, it's going to take like 20 games for us to get our MMR back up. This guy tapped it, no problem. Let's go back. Wait for phase 2. We're going to tap again. Oh, what a nice skin you have. She knows how to hook play. Okay. Be a chair, please. Okay. That bug's still in the game. And there's a guy that came down behind me. So they're actually doing a distraction play. Escort. I mean, good thing she teabagged me just now. DS? Oh, yeah, she's dead. I probably should have went to basement, so I don't use up a hook. She got me good with that teabag, guys. So, you know, there's that. So one of the guys appeared experienced, at least, which was the guy that rescued. W Keen? Oh, wait, maybe I spoke too soon. This is the guy that was on the gen. She looks like she's fast. If you aren't getting that based on the amount of time it's taking to catch up. Hey, buddy. Okay, well. Alright. She was supposed to get off the gen, and she didn't get off the gen, guys. Can I drop? No. Could go to the side gen. Open the back. Can take a little bit. You can definitely feel the S2 SCBFL stacks. Buddy. Zombies broken downstairs. Looks like Kate kind of knows what she's doing. It could be they just got a fodder, or maybe it's Swift. Wait for phase 2. Good job, Kate. Your fang. Hi. BT's up. It's 15-second BT. Buddy. So they're body blocking. Missing scratch marks. You guys just missed that. Huh? Nope. That doesn't work if you know how to play it. There's some big streamer that tried to popularize that and he has no idea what he's fucking doing. Shows through the other person's gameplay. DS now? Oh, DS. She's dead. The overcharge became almost instantly less effective. That's very unfortunate. Because people are now used to everyone running overcharge, as I mentioned earlier. I have a gen that's about to pop. I think this arena's not even doing anything. Okay. Thank you. Locker. So maybe 2 people that were inexperienced? That one guy was definitely very inexperienced. Maybe got in the locker. WQ back. You're 90 multiple gens for some reason. Back. Get in a locker? She might have. Yes. Sprint. Missing scratch marks. Gone. Okay. Guess she really wouldn't want to do that. This is more like normal chases. Okay. Probably went to hide. Still be here? Heard her drop. Hey, buddy. I didn't hear her drop, I heard the cough. Good for her. Hmm? Okay. There's people still in here. Oh, we have a 4% deliverance. Hmm. Oh, we'll give her some tentacle licks. Mmm. Gotta get to the center of that Tootsie Pop, guys. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Any day. Good. Hi. They usually like going courtyard now. I've noticed. But who knows? We should check to see if that Kate actually has Iron Will. Oh, there she is. Hey, buddy. Are we gonna get fucked by midwitch hooks? Oh, not yet. Good. Okay. Oh, Zarina wants some licks too. Oh, yeah. Alright. Okay, so we definitely got some weird survivors in our game. Ah! Look, and it gave me a free hatch. What a nice game, although it's midwitch. What a nice game. Thanks, BHVR. I guess it was my turn for hatch. We'll kind of spread that and see what happens. Sprint burst, lightweight. Spacing is inconsistent. Be a huge pain in the ass. We talked about this in the dev update. I do like that their names are fucking here because I don't give two shits about who they are. Are there any Iron Wills? There's one. And Unhooking a Survivor, they get a 7% movement speed bonus for 10 seconds. Blood points. 50% bonus action speed when healing and unhooking other survivors. Okay. So instead of BT. BT lasts for 15 seconds, by the way. So this gives 7% movement speed for 10 seconds. We have no off the records. Vigil. Sprint burst and fixated was something. Always been a thing. How much BP did we get? 80,000. We have a cake. Oh, there's 2 cakes here. Yeah, so there was no bonus for me. So that would be like, what, 75,000, 76, some remainder, 77,000. And then something else actually gave me extra BP. Yeah, so there's no killer bonus. There's something's fucked up with the incentives right now. Check again. We'll see how fast our queue times are. So 100% bonus as Survivor right now. Play as Killer. Not instant, by the way. Even when you have instant queues as Killer, it has to put together a match at your MMR, so it still can take like anywhere to up to 20 to 30 seconds. That's still basically instant queue. So Killer has instant queues with no incentive. Driver is 100% incentive. Let's see how long it takes. We'll wait up to 3 minutes. They're not gonna fucking sit here for a super long queue. Good, guys. Well, hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Good. Happy Tuesdays, guys. Hope you guys are having a good evening. Yes. That was about a 2.5 minute queue. 100% BP bonus. Let's see. Back to Killer. Still 100% bonus on Survivor, so it's broken. I think it's actually broken because it didn't give me a reward. It's not just a UE thing. Clearly it's looking for killers. And instant queue again. That was like an instant queue. We got weebs. Their names are so fucking tiny now. What the fuck is this shit? Poor man. Memer, weeb. Another weeb. Another fucking weeb. It's just a weeb lobby. Another weeb. It's a 4 weeb squad, guys. No crass names, so we'll go with it. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, well, you're in EU. You're in EU. It could just be broken across the board right now. It just doesn't work anywhere. And maybe you're getting the incentive, but like the incentive system is broken. It's not based on queue times. It's normal this time of night for me to have like an instant queue. And it's normal in EU at your time of day for you to have an instant queue as a survivor. It's only late night where killer queues become long. It doesn't even matter where you are. It's just killer queues become much longer between like 3 to like 8 in the morning. Like when normal people are asleep. Purgation. Normal people are sleeping. We might have to change off overcharge. That's really unfortunate. Buddy, there's 2 people? Where the fuck did the guy go? The other guy go? Another person there, wasn't there? Yeah. There she is. Mm-hmm. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Let's see what kind of survivors we get. Mm-hmm. Drop. Oh, yeah. Thank you. What a nice guy. Even waited for me. It's kind of a shit pallet, though. As you can see. Lots of distance. They tried to protect the Zarina, though, so it's good. He was dropped. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Okay. Oh, nope. Might have had balance just now. You gonna drop again? Is this intentional? I don't know if it's intentional or not. Okay. Where do we have for hooks outside? We're gonna go outside so we can apply pressure. Get downstairs. Okay. No gens over here. We gotta go reset. Huh. We're gonna go for rescue right now. You're a 4-man. Tapping back. Huge waste of time. Have to do it. His friend's probably coming for rescue right now. Ready for phase 2. Heard another guy. I don't know where he is though. What? Oh, push me? Go for it. Oh, yeah. Here, while we wait for her BT to wear off that she has. There we go. Just went on a gen. What? Why would you do that? Okay, well, she definitely doesn't have DS. I guess she really wanted to finish that gen for the rest of the team. Good for her. I don't know who I think it was Felix or Adam that just got off the hook. It was Adam or whatever his name is. He got like instantly healed too. Tap. Hit the skill check. Surprise, and the zombie's broken. Okay. That's not who we were looking for. We were looking for Jake. Jake has the weirdest... You can't even fucking tell the survivors apart. Don't eat. Okay. It's a long hook, but we can make this. Okay. Got it. Full tapped. Not being worked on. W keying. The other guy should be showing up shortly. The Jake. Not being worked on. And they're on. Oh, with 99. There's Jake. Tap this real quick. Not Jake. Is this the fucking other guy? Yeah. Oh my fucking god. That's the Yui. That's also not who we're looking for. Because I can't tell them apart. Drop. Should have dropped just now. Alright, double back. We just gave everyone hooks, guys, and wasted a bunch of time. Everyone's down a hook state now. Yeah, W key. Gonna leave. Tap. No, we'll leave. Really doesn't matter who we chase. Very fast. And they tapped it too. Pretty sure that guy's cheating. That is the Jake. Not hard to catch. Not the play. Also not the play. Very well timed. Okay. What's going on here? That's really fucking weird. Yeah. We might have a cheater lobby, guys. Good shit. Yeah. She's running too fast now, too. No, fuck off, bitch. Yeah, that's really fucking unfortunate. We gotta hook her immediately. And got a cheat lobby, guys. She's not remotely good. On top of it, just makes everything worse. And the zombie's literally right on top of these guys and not doing anything. They broke the zombie literally right in front of them. We're just gonna chase. That guy's ready for rescue right now. I should have hit. Doesn't matter. That should have hit too. Nope. Jesus fucking Christ. A vault. The hit. The W key is too far away to do anything. Count corner now. Very unfortunate. Cheat lobby, guys. Good fucking shit. Very unfortunate. W key. We're gonna cam off here, guys. Yep. And one of our zombies respawned in the basement. Uh-huh. Probably a guy literally right over here. Oh, they just left. Yeah. Very unfortunate. That's a cheat lobby, guys. Gone. Oh. W key. No. She go other handle? She might have. Dead. Yeah, cheat lobby. Good fucking shit. So Kate's cheating, not remotely good. The Jake's 100% cheating, and then this guy also is cheating. Actually, I don't know if this guy's cheating. I don't think so. I mean, I broke my zombies too on top of it. Just fucking obnoxious. Yeah, there is literally nothing in there, guys, that had anything to do with any of the perks in this match. It had nothing to do with anything going on. 100% perfectly hidden from me. No matter what, knew exactly where I was positioned on the map, and knew exactly where they're going for hooks. Still a win, though. But cheat lobby. Good fucking shit. Apparently I don't have a job? The fuck is that? What the fuck are they saying? They think I don't have a job because they think they cheat? What is it, XP level? These guys are fucking morons. You literally could talk about player level. This is one of the things, by the way, one of the reasons people don't talk about player level compared to hours, because hours you can game by simply leaving the game open. XP, or player level, on the other hand, is based on how many games you play. If people were remotely legit in the community, they would talk about player level, not about hours in the game, because hours in the game doesn't fucking mean anything in comparison to actually player level. Putting that aside, that it once again means absolutely jack shit. You don't. They tried to use a skull emote, and you're, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, look at this shit. Like, look at this shit. Okay, and that's a cheat lobby, as I mentioned before. And then the Jake. There's a Jake, yeah. Oh, look at us, guys. We changed our profile. I literally don't give two shits about what your profile. Like, they acted like the profile was what I was supposed to be looking at. I looked at the profile before the game started. I don't care. That's hilarious. Like, they didn't understand that. This is still a win, by the way. A 3K is still a win. A 2K is a tie, a 3K is a win, and a 4K is obviously more of a win. Yeah, like, nothing that happened in here had anything to do with the new meta or new perks, guys. That was just W key chases, which, by the way, should go faster anyways. So that was a cheat lobby. And as I mentioned before, guys, we were running into cheat lobbies yesterday, and I thought maybe things would change up a little bit. No, they toggled on after the first guy died. None of those guys were good up until the first guy died, and then all of a sudden those guys just got really fucking fast that I was chasing. I don't think the Felix was cheating, but the Jake definitely was, and the Fang, who wasn't remotely good, definitely was too. You should check out my profile, dude. Like, that's gonna change anything. I care how many hours you have in the game. Like, I literally give no shits. Like, I check for VAC bans. Once again, weebs, guys, usually likely to cheat, but not as bad as crass names or what's the other one? Memers. Goes crass names, memers, and then weebs. Crass names are almost always cheaters. Like, people that are just named like Cumbucket and Prolapse Machine or whatever. Possibly a 4-man. Left. You should check my profile. I literally give no shits about your profile. Beginning of the match, guys, I check for VAC bans. I check current and past usernames. And then I look for anything else that's obvious, like a level 1 account or something stupid like that. I don't care about how many hours people have in the game. I don't look for it. I don't care. And people, by the way, have thousands of hours in the game cheat too, because you can simply leave the game open and you get thousands of hours again. You accuse us of leaving our game open for hours. Because it's easy as shit, and everyone knows about it. That's why there's people with 5,000 hours in the community. Yeah, I mean, there's people that play this game a lot, for sure. But yeah, no, there's just people that literally just leave the game open. That was the cheat lobby. Good shit. After their friend died, they couldn't take it anymore. And the game. Unbelievable. See what kind of game we get now, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nope. So it was basically a bunch of people with... Oh, I also dodge... Well, I dodge quite a few things, but I also dodge, for instance, if they're a TTV. Yeah, that Feng. Jake, on the other hand, kind of knew what he was doing, but that Feng had no fucking idea what she was doing. She was just super fucking fast. And that happened after... Almost like when I said she was bad. That was when she was on Fargen. We went after there. And they kept hiding people with hooks, too. We should have... definitely should have camped out the second one. We had to move around. The game stutters. Heard someone below me. Intentional? I don't know. You know, we're running at normal speeds. This too. Let's see. So we still have to look out for people that are cheating. You gonna do the thing? No. Take that. That should have hit. That was really fucking weird. Not sure why that didn't hit. There, deadlock at downstairs on the left. Okay. Bye. Okay. Phase 2. Game, please. Oh. It's just a gem with no progress. Okay. Okay. Waited out BT, new BT. DS. No DS. Let's go upstairs since then Jen had no progress at all. Okay. And all of our gens are down. What the fuck is this? The other gen that went off was downstairs too. That's really fucking weird. Also, that makes this hook really bad. There used to be multiple gens that were upstairs. see if we can bait and unhook. Bye. Up. Gonna drop. Nope. That's not where my face is. What the fuck's going on here with their hook placement, guys? That's really fucking weird. Luckily, no sabos. There's a dead corner there with nothing in it. And we haven't killed anyone yet. Checking our gens. Checked all of them, didn't we? Yeah. What the fuck are they doing? So, notice there's a pretty big difference between our last game in terms of how, basically on top... I'm very certain that they reset MMR, but if people will try to queue into your lobbies... obviously MMR doesn't matter. Like if you're doing a play with your friends group, right? We'll see though. Yeah. Okay. No. We'll gamble. This is the game. No, we're good. Dead art for me? Okay. I should have downed him earlier, but I didn't want to bait a dead hard. I didn't wait for dead hard. I just got stuck in the stairwell. Bow? Just, okay. Yeah, I get that. I'm just being safe and I'm feeling things out. It takes a while, as with everything. Practice takes some time. We're tapping back. Hey, buddy. No, we're gonna have to kindly ask you to fucking move! Thank you. DS now. No one has DS anymore for whatever reason. Go to our earlier hook. Ah! DS is a bad perk, guys! Make sure you don't pick DS, because DS is a horrible perk. You wouldn't want to run DS. Terrible perk. I'm telling you right now, why would you want to run DS? It's only 3 seconds. That would be a horrible idea. Let's reset one of these guys. Don't run DS, guys. Horrible idea. Huh? I heard a click. Oh. Okay. Yep. That was right near the tippity tip. Okay. We corner her? Let's find out. No? No. Nope. You gonna drop for me? Nope, you should have dropped. Balanced. Yep. We got our bloodlust. Oh, jeez. Uh-huh. And one stack, though. But we have a whip on her, so we're fine. Gonna drop. Should have dropped. don't think this is where she is. I think this. Yeah. So that one game that we got was a peculiar... I shouldn't have lost MMR in that last game, by the way, because we still 3K'd on it. So my guess is we had a cheat lobby that queued into me. Yeah, it looks like he's playing for Hatch. We had a cheat lobby that queued into me, and now we're back to basically our normal games. It's almost like... It's like a completely, like huge contrast. Maybe she wasn't on that gen. It's like a huge contrast between, oh my god, BHPR. Between, like, a normal game, because it looks like our MMR's reset. That one person we just played against was relatively good, but, like, the other players weren't. And this guy's just hiding, and no one was doing anything except for that one guy that's on the ground right now. Pick up. Broken, kind of looks that way. Heal. What do you think? You got a safe pallet, and then you don't. That level 3 whip, guys. Good shit. And pre-drops. Get rid of that so she can't back. Dead end. Okay. Does she have a head on? Huge waste of time. Yeah. It's over there from the sound of it. Upstairs. Went to basement. So many fucking lockers now. The other guy's more aggressive. We're gonna assume he's going for save right now. Hatch likes to spawn in freezer. Pick up. That is a dead end. That's good. Use myself, I did. No, I think that's right. She walked out. She must have crawled out. Heals. Double back. That's a dead end. Oh. Good. The other guy's over here. I think he's going to kill dungeon. We just heard her. Below me. Oh. Is either up here or downstairs. Check upstairs first. There she is. Good. Now pick up. And dead. So the last two guys kind of knew what they're doing. But this guy obviously wasn't doing anything, so maybe not. Waiting for hatch to open. And now we wait for our 4% in deliverance. Good, good, good. I don't know why they kept telling me to... By the way, that last match, I have no idea why they kept telling me to get a job unless they know that I'm a streamer. Once again, really fucking weird shit like that lobby the other day that knew that I was from Wisconsin. Makes me very much wonder if we just played against, well, a group that was stream sniping me. Obviously not this group. The group before was stream sniping me. And bleed out. But now the other guy has no chance to hatch, so... Bing! Oh, you didn't get the 1,000 points from hooking them. Yeah, oh no. Whatever will I do? Like, if she actually killed herself, unless she had an option, if she actually killed herself, the other guy would have actually had a chance at RNG hatch, and he didn't. Good. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? The lorry has 24,000 points. Oh, what? Yeah, Nia makes sense. 18,000 on Nia. This guy's points make absolutely 0 sense. I don't need to hide it. I don't even know how you check hours. Like, you have to look at their games, and they hit their games, so... Yeah, this makes no sense. Weird fix... No, that's literally... Attention, sir! Are you claiming something in court? You have a weird fixation on a point! You shouldn't make points anymore because they're weird! Yeah, fuck off, dude. Yeah, that's not an escape. This is 100% sus as shit. Yeah, this does not make sense. So maybe a new account. I don't even know. That was obviously a higher... Like, this is a well flushed out Steam account, right? Maybe this got DVD. I don't fucking... This is really fucking weird. And obviously they're running really shit perks too on top of it. Okay, let's take a look at our perks. Yeah, that Lori was sus as shit, guys. It wasn't anything up until the end. Obviously, she's hiding. But I think this is one of those cheaters that fucking plays for, like, BP. And, like, doesn't actually play the game normally. That's fucking weird as shit. There's no way this Lori who did no gens and did nothing for like half the match has 24,000 points. There's fucking no way. Okay, let's see. I literally don't care. That's whatever the fuck that is. BT? So someone is running BT. Speaking of which, KSA, speaking of which, someone is running BT. Balanced. This was the Nia. This makes sense. 18,000 points on the Nia made sense. She was the one making all the plays the entire match. It was only her. She was like going for saves. She was trying to run me. Yeah, that makes sense. This does not... This Lori does not make sense. Botany knowledge. No medkit. Well, it doesn't affect medkits anymore. Boon. Botany knowledge would affect boons. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, there's going to be outliers, and the one thing is, if you wait for 6 seconds because of built-in BT, and someone has borrowed time, you're going to hit it immediately. Off the record, for some reason, people aren't running it. Like, off the record should have replaced BT, but I think some big streamer told everyone that they should be running, it should replace DS instead. It's something fucking weird. It made no sense, but no one's running off the record for whatever reason. I don't know why. Off the record should just straight up replace BT. I mean, it's personal, but if everyone's running off the record, everyone gets a free hit off the hook, in addition to if the killer waits out the 5 seconds of DS, or BT, excuse me. The benefit of BT, however, is the 10 extra seconds of more speed. I wonder if that's a good way of sussing out BT, is keeping track, like, maybe keeping track of the movement speed bonus would be a good way to suss out BT. If I can figure out, nuance it better, when they're faster than normal, you can figure out whether or not they have BT or not. That's interesting. That's going to take some time. Obviously, figure out how long. You don't even need to count anymore. You can watch for the change in their movement speed. I'll be right back, guys. Got to take a piss. Wash out my bottle. So that game, for instance, felt normal. That game we got before with the fucking Weeb Squad was 100% a cheat lobby, and it looks like it was an intentional stream snipe. And by the way, if you guys are new to my stream, I've had 3 jobs at one point in my life, and I currently have 2. So you can, if you think I stream for a living, no, I don't. Twitch does not pay like any. I'm very thankful when I get subs, but definitely does not pay for my life. Fucking get a job. The fuck is that shit? And they're all right. Like, the weird thing about this is, like, they all had weeb names. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Holy fuck. Yeah. But anyway, it's pretty big juxtaposition between games we're currently getting and what we had earlier. Alright, so Overcharge actually did work in that game. Prior game it did not, but that was a cheat lobby. We're going to keep going with it, guys. Got to get the baseline. It does feel like our MMR is decreased. Increasing my MMR on Nemesis is going to increase my MMR on other killers, so I don't really need to worry about that. 1 and no, 2 and no BT? Okay. Gotta make those baselines. I'm not saying, by the way, I think it's perfectly logical they won't have BT, although you could argue because there's no longer endurance stacking. We got a furry. There's no longer endurance stacking? Definitely a furry. There's no longer endurance stacking. BT is actually going to become useful again. Because of the 15 seconds of movement speed. But even like when they get off hooked in front of me, I still catch up to them very fast. It's like the people that I report for speed hacking might even be going faster. I need to be able, like, because there's 7% attached to off hooks now, I need to be able to suss that out better. So I know when people, like, it'll give me a better idea of how fast people are moving when they're speed hacking. Based on, we can see the difference between 100% and 107 off hooks. Armors. Okay. By the way, Bitcoin and Ethereum are both up. Yeah, Ethereum went up 50%, almost 60% in the last couple days. That's pretty insane. BP, or not BP, BTC, not so much. Let's go break our cuck doors. One. I don't want to push him into the zombie. Oh my god. Almost. Well, if I punched her, it would have been fine. I tried to pull out my whip and it wouldn't let me because BHVR, obviously. She should have dropped that. It's a mistake on her part. Didn't make that. Okay. See a rare dead hard? I'll risk it. Buddy. Let's tap this guy's gen, he's gonna have to double back. Pretty sure they have a flashlight. It's not ready for pickup. Okay. That is no progress on it. Almost no progress on it. We're gonna go over to this one. Progress here too. Tap. She ain't a locker. That. If we saw scratch marks come behind. Yeah, I had someone go and tap their gen. I don't know if I want to bait it. Bait it. No. Blocked. Wait for phase 2. About 20 seconds, I think. Buddy. Nice outfit. BT. I counted 15 seconds, and I need to count 17. It's not 12 anymore. There is a BT, guys, and I counted wrong. Oh. Another BT. DS if she has it. Oh, DS. No, we're gonna go to the hook in front of us, otherwise we're gonna take a boatload of protection hits, and I don't think we'll be able to make that. And she's dead. Okay. Okay. We'll go to the other guy's gen now. So that looks like a suicide. Like 50, 40%. It's, by the way, it's not like having everyone with BT, it's like running into the one guy with BT that goes for unhooks. That just fucks everything up. Especially if they have a dedicated unhooker. She just committed suicide because her friend died. Good for her. Okay. Beautiful. Seconds. Up to the other guy, we're gonna use her as bait and force her to wait. Did the guy get in a locker? Very weird. Why? How'd the guy go from up fucking over there to over here on the gen? That's a good fucking question. He looks fast. No. Got a break. Pretty sure this guy's cheating. Good job, Jake. There she is. Hey, buddy. He also looks fast. Not need to whip her, but whipped her anyways. Another pal here. Nope. Fuck is this shit? Jake does not have DS. Or not DS, Unbreakable. Now we wait for a 4% deliverance. Possible off the record, yeah. Okay. Possibly off the record, or BT. For sure. just fucks you up even more. Hey, zombie. Okay. Buddy. Kind of, like, to be perfectly honest, so if you guys didn't know, because the update nerfed Iron Will, Spirit is actually, like, possible to play without the blood point, or the add-on now. So, yeah, with Strider. Stuff. Are we going to see our first instance of Off the Record tonight? Let's see. Should be more people running it. We have DS. There's a BT on the Jake. Prove thyself. Iron. Still irons. Does not function while exhausted. Kind of tough to pick out what's meta currently. Lightweight I still feel is very strong. We talked about this prior in the dev update. Endurance off We're Gonna Live Forever is very powerful. There's a lot of options for survivors, despite them complaining about... There's Lucky Break. Despite them complaining about losing their big meta perk, which was Dead Hard. Dead Hard's still a thing, as you guys saw in the earlier match, but that was in the cheat lobbies, so... This Meg. Right. Okay. I don't know how that Jake got from that fucking corner to that gen. Remember when we saw him run over to the kill shack while we're waiting? Yeah. So, still might have to wait out. Let's try our speed zombies again tonight. We're probably gonna go to Swamp. It seems like Swamp is directly tied to how fast your zombies move. Either survivors are intentionally doing it, or the game does. Doesn't seem like the brown add-on triggers it, though. Must be, like, above a certain speed threshold. We got, like, when I used to run speed zombies all the time, we used to get fucking swamps all the fucking time. Completely globe lobby. So we have, what, 94 levels on Nemesis to go before we get our level 50 blood webs. Again. That's super unfortunate. We haven't seen a single off the record tonight. The fuck is that shit? Why? We've seen more BTs than we've seen off the records, which are 2. And no off the records. Ow, why? It has to be a big streamer that, like, influences the decisions a lot of people make. There's a lot of lightweights we've seen. Oh, I only remember 2. I'm gonna take some time to figure out the baseline. 4 games is obviously not enough. Yeah. Once again, I think they reset MMR, so it could be my MMR right now is just shit. And of course, if people, so even if we're getting good survivors, that doesn't mean my MMR is good. If everyone's MMR is reset, that means other people are also starting out wherever the starting MMR is. So you're going to get people that are good just randomly in your games because their MMR is also zeroed out, basically, or whatever the starting MMR is. Macmillian Estate. Rika Cuck door. Goodbye, Cuck. Breaking things 10% faster is very nice. I talked about Brutal Strength should be base kit before. 2, possibly 3 people here. See if the Boone's over here too. It is. So there's 3 people here. She seems fast. The fuck is this shit? Yeah. My god, BHVR, that's fucking obnoxious as shit. Jesus fucking Christ, BHVR. Fucking fix your bugs. There we fucking go. That took way too fucking long. That's twice in a row, guys. She's gonna drop. She should have dropped. Dead hard. Like, they made that bug fucking worse. And this guy, I'm pretty sure, is cheating on top, which just makes it fucking even more obnoxious. Phase 2. I don't know if we have enough time to make it. Let's check our hooks. We have Kitty. Let's see if we can hit this guy. Would you like to take a protection hit? There we go. Nice guy. Bye. She might actually get off my shoulder now. She's gonna get off right now. No. Unfortunate. If we actually left this arena, we would have made it downstairs. There we go. Rather chase the arena anyways, but that's super unfortunate. I have no idea where the other guy went, by the way. She has a lot of distance. Pretty sure we got a cheat lobby again, guys. Yeah. I have no idea where Kate went either. Yeah, pretty sure she's cheating. Bye. And her zombie's broken back here. She's definitely cheating. Zarina also looks like she's cheating. There we go. Fuck off, bitch. Hey, look, guys, our zombie just released. Isn't that fucking weird? Isn't that so fucking weird? Isn't that fucking weird how it was just literally right on top of the guy in the gen and then just released out of nowhere? Fucking weird as shit, isn't it? That guy came back already. Tapped the gen. Definitely a cheat lobby. Okay. Pretty obnoxious. So Zarina's cheating and the Kate's cheating. I don't know about the Cheryl. Okay, that felt like it should hit. Hi. Oh, alright. Yeah, she's cheating. It's definitely a cheat lobby, guys. We're gonna cam off. Bye. Yeah. And it looks like that is... That looks like that is, fucking guy's probably here. Get away. Oh. I'm gonna go over to the gen. He just got zombied, by the way, if you guys missed that. There's 100% a cheat lobby. Holy fuck. Yeah. Sprint burst. Oh my god, she left! Wow, such a good use of her perk. And then she fucking ran back. That's hilarious. Uh-huh. See. This is another cheat lobby. Yeah. That's a no pull. No scratch marks. No, she just appeared out of nowhere. No scratch marks leading up to her. It's 100% cheating. She teleported in behind me. You guys are very fast. This guy in front of us had BT at one point. Bye. You can't get in front in time. She's dead. Good thing she doesn't have DS. Okay. Jesus Christ, guys. How many stuck zombies do we have? We had one. That was on the gen earlier. 99 gen out of nowhere. I think I heard the guy cough just now. Okay. We're gonna put him right here. Force pressure on the gen here and get them to double back. There's probably a guy inside. We're gonna tap the... Oh my god. Tap the gen and double back. Oh, 16 seconds, I just counted. Count to 17. DS now if he has it. No DS, because of course, why would they have? They listen to all the streamers that tell them no DS. Don't use DS. Don't do it. Don't be that way. Not tapped. Pretty sure the nurse teleported to us earlier. So even if we leave him, he's just going to get unhooked behind us. Let's go check his gen that was regressing from earlier. That was tapped. Killed himself. Oh. I should have hit. Hey, buddy. As I mentioned before, I'm pretty sure she's cheating. There we go. Beautiful. We're going to tap the gem before we leave. Let's check far gens. Okay, we're going to double back. Scratch marks. Yeah. 100% cheating. Yep, there's no scratch marks. She's fucking teleporting. The zombie caught her across the map and continued to aggro to her across over here. That WQ. She's 100% teleporting. And there's Arena. But at least isn't teleporting. I heard her up top here drop. Pretty certain I heard footsteps. Okay, we'll double key back. We're gonna Bloodlust. We can go for pickup, and we don't want that. That option is gone now. Unless we can cornhole her in the back. It's gone. Those are dead hard. So, quite a bit different than the Cheryl or the Jill or whatever her name is. Good. Lisa. Wait for DH. Excuse me, 4% deliverance. Yeah, very sweaty game, guys. Cheat lobby for sure. This guy had no idea how to fucking play the game. The Lisa does, but she's probably going to comp corner right now. Lisa does, but she's the only person on the team, so. And we 100% had multiple people in the lobby that are cheating. Yep. This doesn't feel targeted, though. This just feels like we ran into a cheat lobby. We'll see, though. That Lisa, I'm pretty sure teleported 3 different instances in which there's no scratch marks that led to her position. She just appeared out of nowhere across the map. The most recent was that fucking gen over there. Zombie aggroed her over here and continued to aggro to her across the map. No scratch marks leading up to the gen, and she instantly finished it. Lisa's probably in comp corner. Yep. So we're going to wait, and then we're going to close hatch. Closest hook is over there on the side. We're too far away. It's like she magically knows exactly the right amount of distance to crawl. Like, look at this. She's not going fully into the corner. She's just going over to the tree. It's like she has a radius drawn from the hooks in front of her. What a piece of shit. And we know where she is, so I don't mind closing. Shall we do your wiggle-out chase now, Lisa? What do you say? Oh, she's a little bit farther in now for some reason. Tiny bit. Okay. We'll force res her and then whip her. And force res her again if she keeps going to the same spot. She didn't go to the same spot? What fuck are these scratch marks? Okay. Just got in the locker with quick compliant? Alright. Pretty sure we can make this now. We'll see though. Yep, that was like the last oomph. Yep. Good. Good. I was like chasing her around, but I didn't see any scratch marks. Surprise, because she got in a locker. That actually made sense. Good stuff. I believe this is mainly globes, too. The zombie, like, obviously doesn't apply to the same logic as everyone else. She's gone. So we have... There's BT again. Here's off the record, guys. Holy fucking shit on this arena. This is such mind shit, bullshit. I talked about this before because you don't know if they have off the record or if they have BT. There's just going to be people that are going to run BT. Simply because it was ran already. Alright. Oh. Yeah, these are all globes, guys. We had a couple of them tonight. So as I've mentioned before, I'm pretty sure that MMR reset today, which is why people are having such weird games and everyone's tunneling and camping. It's not. They were probably just playing a shit MMR, so it just never happened. Because tunneling and camping has been a thing for quite a while. Same thing with slugging. It has been a thing at high MMR for quite some time. I'm pretty sure they reset MMR, and as such, basically everyone's sitting at, like, starting MMR. And it's going to take, like, a couple days or a week. I mean, a long time, because a lot of people don't play all the time, right? It's probably going to take a couple weeks for things to shake out. But especially the first couple days are going to be super shaky. Yeah. Yeah, once again, I think a lot of this is going to come down to sussing out movement speed bonuses, too. Yeah, like I said, there's a mind game thing going on here, too, right? Well, it's weird. It's like, so we got cheat lobbies. This is probably the second cheat lobby. Well, this is the second cheat lobby. Cheat lobby having multiple people that seem like they're all part of the same group. And very much in tune with each other. We had a complete cheat lobby earlier. We've had games where people have no idea. It's our first game of the night, by the way. One of the reasons I'm definitely sure that MMR reset, which, once again, you're going to have good and bad players in MMR games, just like prior to MMR. If MMR resets, it'll just be completely random, just like it was prior to MMR existing in the first place. So you'll have good and bad players in your game, especially if they aren't part of a pre-made. Our first game of the night, we had someone that had no idea, like, not necessarily didn't have any idea to throw a pallet. That was in Midwich. Like, super horrible at the game, and then, like, when I was about to down her, she threw a pallet and then slow vaulted it, like, literally right in front of me. Like, you know, stuff you'd encounter at, like, low MMR. Yeah. Yeah, well, obviously, that's what I said exactly. It would make a lot of sense because it's not just a little bit. There's a lot of shit that just completely just changed. I do think they could have changed things where they could have just kept old MMR and then just, you know, internally reset their stats. But I guess they didn't want to maybe fuck things up, or they want people to naturally align. This is going to be faster than, obviously, if MMR just internally was reset, right? Or not MMR internally, stats were internally reset, which is different. Like, you know, if you're basing on perks, you just cut off your data and you have fresh data at this point, right? But it looks like they're trying to shake things out, and it definitely, based on the posts I've seen on Reddit and what I've been experiencing, I'm pretty sure MMR was reset. And that's going to take you, like, if they're using the old MMR game, it's going to take you, like, 20 or 30 games to get to max MMR, so it's going to take a while. Depends on how often you're winning. And how often the survivors are going to win, too, because things are going to have to shake out. It also means that high MMR is just going to be basically caked with super hardcore players and cheaters, unfortunately. Because those are going to be the people that are going to rise to the top the fastest. Anyways, we were reporting people. Fucking Lisa for sure is cheating. Pretty sure she was teleporting too. Okay. Felix was Felix the first guy we tunneled out? Yeah. Kate had an escort. No, Felix wasn't. Felix was normal. I think Kate was sus too. I'm pretty sure Kate was our first tunnel. But once again, if they don't do a lot of stuff, they're just going to... else. She's gone. Yeah, Kate was our first tunnel. So if this is a normal guy, he's not going to score that many points. Yeah. Count to 7. This defaults basically back to just hitting people off the hooks, but I'm experimenting with different types of playstyles. He's not very good too. So like this looked like a normal player, and then we got like 3 tryhards. Yeah, Kate was the first one we tunneled up. Felix was normal. The big one was Lisa. Shits and giggles. Memer. This guy's for sure cheating. It's going to take us a while to suss out perks, guys, and establish a baseline. Off the record, I'm surprised it's not more common than we're seeing. But once again, if MMR reset, the perks are just going to be completely random because people at lower MMR think good perks, like, some perks are good when they aren't compared to higher MMR. I have 33,000 BT, yeah, or BP. That's because the max cap is 40k now? If I remember right. And our first cheat lobby definitely felt like was targeted. Like they knew who I was, and they're specifically... We've had problems with cheat lobbies over the last couple days, so... regardless of patch, I think that's something completely outside of it. Second one, that cheat lobby, I don't think had anything to do with me. Just a random cheat lobby we ran into. You can feel like when people are acting like assholes and shit-talking you and stuff. Fucking weeb names. And as we talked about earlier in the stream, the incentive bonuses are broken right now. It actually looks like I have this is a longer wait time, but it also is 2 in the morning, so... Actually... What kind of lobby we get here? This is our cheat lobby from earlier in the night. This is exactly the same 4-man cheat lobby from earlier in the night. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. You can royally fucking suck my dick. Alright, we're gonna do some finagling in the background here. We're gonna do some changes. Yeah. That was exactly the same cheat lobby from earlier in the evening. But once again, if MMR is increasing, it's entirely possible that you're going to run into similar people. One second, guys. Just hang on a moment. Hey, Idwin, how's your night going, dude? Good evening. Hmm. Uh, Hmm. No. On here. Really weird. Do I have a power backup? Yes, I do. I have a. It's called a double conversion ups. It's not just a normal ups. What it does is converts from AC to DC and then back to AC, and it always runs off the battery. What that means is you get no transients, you get no voltage spikes, you get absolutely nothing from the grid into your power. Like EMI, RFI, basically anything that could ever influence your computer. I bought that a couple years ago. I would recommend ups for anyone though. They're pretty fucking cheap. Get one with a replaceable battery too, so you can replace it because they will go bad. Yeah, you can get a power conditioner too. You can get it's different than a power conditioner. You have like a what they call the passive ups or something that'll switch you over to the power when you're when the grid goes out immediately. You have another one that'll condition the power on top of switching you over, and you have one that'll run basically on the battery. Essentially, my computer's running on batteries. Is basically what it is. I know it seems kind of weird, but basically my computer is running on batteries. It's made for double conversion ups are made for highly sensitive equipment like scientific equipment, medical equipment, military stuff. Yeah, and they're really expensive. Yeah. I don't know what a Jackery is. You're in Europe, so things are a little bit different. But basically, it's the best form of basically power conditioning you can get. Essentially, is because there's nothing from the grid. No, you can just risk it. It doesn't. As I've gotten older, I've cared more and more about my data and about my computers. So, if you're just winging it, you don't need an ups. Or if you don't care, you could also just get a normal ups too, and get one with just a big battery capacity. Really anything to worry about. Windows is pretty good at protecting itself against corrupt files. I got it mainly because I was having problems with inconsistent aim and like weird blips and stuff. You know, like I did it as a way to help deal with stuttering, micro stuttering, which I'm very sensitive to, and fluidity of games, and I think it helped a lot. But that could also just be snake oil. I bought that I think around the same time I got my 3900X. That was like in 2018. As I mentioned before, I think it's not even worth playing. If they reset MMR, it's not even worth playing DBD until the MMR shakes itself out, or you're going to have a lot of pain, whether or not you're just a bad player or a really good player. Because all you're going to do is end up going against really good players. You guys can't see it in the background, but I've queued into 2 different guild tag lobbies and pre-mades. So I think our MMR has went up, and I think we're just going to get basically, I don't know, maybe I should just call the stream. Or maybe we should play something else for the next couple minutes or 30 minutes or so. I don't want to play against either cheaters or like ultra sweat comp teams. I think all that sounds horrible. I guess alternatively I could play a different killer, couldn't I? Because my MMR, if it reset, my MMR should be lower on a different killer. You can't play 30 minutes of Oxy. It doesn't work that way. It's in the name. They call it Ani. It's 100% Oxy. It's literally in the fucking name. I do want to play Oxy though. That takes a good 3 weeks of playtime. I feel you can't just play Oxy. There's no just playing Oxy. I'm literally yeah. I'm pretty sure our MMR is so high we're just getting the same lobbies over and over and over again. I think we need to wait a day. Well, basically tomorrow's stream. I'm trying to play like a lower MMR killer, and I'm pretty sure we're just getting the same lobbies. I haven't tried playing one I haven't played yet in a long time. Let's try that. Let's see what happens here. By the way, guys, also, I completed a challenge earlier, so. What the fuck's going on here? Yeah, the challenge, the Iridescent Chaser medal, we finished that earlier. That was probably on that was the cheater lobby on Temple. Purgation. I'd like to show you guys what's going on, but I can't. Memers. Advertising CSGO skins. I'm not even fucking joking, which is sus as shit to begin with. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure our MMR leveled up to the point where now we're just going against people that basically have won all night. Which is what we did. Except for that one game where we had one escape. Uh-huh. But yeah, I think I have a Triplite. Pretty sure it's a Triplite, which is a pretty reputable ups manufacturer. Pretty sure it's a Triplite. And one of the reasons I bought it, by the way, is because it's a long-term purchase. Like, it's a lot of money. It was like $700. A normal ups, by the way, you can get a pretty decently sized normal ups for around like $300, $200. It might have been 800 too. It's pretty expensive. I don't want to play any of these teams, guys. Poor man now. Yeah, I know. It's the way things are going. As I mentioned, I'm pretty sure the MMR reset today. It explains all the weird games people are getting. It explains my fucking weird games. Of course, we're running into cheaters too, but that's cheat lobbies, but that has nothing to do with MMR reset. Man. Memer, crass name. Next game. Can't even show you guys. Oh, let's see. Well, I mean, I hope you guys enjoy the waiting screen. That's pretty good. What the literal fuck is going on here? It has to be an MMR reset, and I basically stranded myself for the time being. Wait, oh, nope, it's a fucking TTV. Who also has a female name and a female character as their emblem. Okay. I was about to play that one too, and then we ran into a TTV. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, for the love of God. And it's a 4-man. With all private profiles. Oh, that one's not. Weeb. The not. Oh, lots of weebs and basically all private profiles. Except for one. That was also weeb. Yeah, so if you guys, my recommendation right now is wait if you care, like if you can do that, because some people can't wait. If you can wait, I'd recommend waiting and not playing the game until MMR shakes out, probably in a couple days. It's not going to be complete, but that'll be a good start. And now we got guild tags. Clan tags, guild tags, whatever you want to call them. Okay. Globes, I guess. I mean, they aren't cheating either. Cool. Go with this. Why not? It's gonna be a horrible idea. But we'll do it anyways. Wish their names were bigger. We got a game, guys. Once again, I think this is going to be better than the Red 4. Jesus fucking Christ. Pretty sure this is a cheat lobby. We're going to Red Forest because it breaks zombies. It'll be better tomorrow, but it's still going to be pretty painful. Because my MMR has gotten to the point where we're just going against, like, high MMR squads at this point, so... Yeah. Guys, what kind of game do we have now? Purgation. Get ready for some very worthless zombies. Let's cam off, just for fun. Good. What the fuck? Okay. Nope, she's fast. Pretty sure she's speed hacking. Not as bad as the first guy, yeah. Good job. Doesn't know how to play the game though. Good. Bow. Broke my zombie, guys. Yep. Good. Missed it. Probably had a friend go back to the gen over here. Uh-huh. Zombie's literally broken across the map, not doing anything. Good shit, guys. And she tried to 4%, which was a horrible idea. she just tried to push me in. Got a dead art for me? Yeah. Hey, buddy. I should have downed her just now. DS, if she has it. Oh, she's dead. Yeah, and there's the DC perk, guys, because of course. Oh. Gonna end up with a bunch of slugs here? We might. Fight's still up there. Let's find out. Either way, one's gone, so. Heard you just now. Drop. You have a... No, it's not a key, it's a syringe. This doesn't want to be picked up? Okay. Guess she wasn't ready? Stutters. W key. Dead hard? Well, as it turns out, none of those guys have Unbreakable. So, yeah. Yep. Zombie's still broken across the map. And now we wait for a 4% deliverance. Good. So these guys completely overcommitted to overvalue that one guy's life. And they did stuff that they shouldn't have done. So 100% of Swift. 100% of Swift. Ah, she's trying to show me good by falling off the edge. Does she have bow too? They tried to push me in the hole too. If you guys missed that. Good. So, definitely a sweat squad, but they just fucked the pooch on that. Give her a couple licks to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Oh, yeah. The chick was over here. She crawled the comp corner? Maybe. RNG for hatch, guys. Sure. Hey, buddy. What's going on over here? She has Iron Will. No. She found a dead spot. Bye. Comp corner it is, guys. Yeah, so she has Iron Will. Who is that? Let's just make sure that that's... I thought I heard something, and I did. A tiny... I did. But the render distance is a lot shorter than normal. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is it? Oh, it's literally the opposite direction we went. That's the end of that. So this was, I don't think it's a cheat squad in any way, shape, or form. This is just a sweat squad, a pretty sweaty squad. That was a tiny, no, There is no Iron Will, but she had a very short render range for some reason. Yeah, like incredibly short. It was like, I'd say like half or 25% of the normal range. It was very short. Really weird. I can't even, like, with the new skins, guys, I can't even fucking tell people apart. I have no idea who's who. Like, they're so far removed from who the actual survivors are that there's almost no way to identify people in the game. That's kind of fucked up. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it's pretty obnoxious to deal with. Like, I've actually gotten to the point of, like, I think I have a better chance of identifying people based on their sound than I do based on their looks, and that's pretty insane. Like, based on their sounds that they make. Because they never change. Perks, guys. Overzealous, I thought was going to become pretty powerful. There's a lot of options for survivors, though. It's off the record. There's a BT. There's a DS still in here. Very rare perk now, even though it's still good, by the way. There's an iron on Michaela. She seemed fast, though. That was the guy that just W-keyed to the corner earlier. That was her first tunnel. Ourselves. No. 57. I think that means, no, there's a cake in here. Right. So once again, guys, I do think initial impressions so far is we're going to have to wait and see. The games right now are completely erratic, and I think there's a lot to do with them resetting MMR. It very much feels like MMR was reset. Yeah. By the way, we completed this challenge I've been working on for like the last 3 weeks, which is the Iridescent Chaser Emblem. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah. Finished that one. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, so because MMR reset and basically have won all night, it means, except for one escape, it means we're just going to go against either cheaters or really, really sweaty squads, one of the two. Because MMR is fresh and people are going to take time to separate themselves, bubble up and down, and survivors are going to take longer than killers, especially for solo survivors, because there's more RNG with solo survivor than probably, you know, obviously a Swift or killer. So solo survivors are going to take a lot time to bubble up or down on the MMR, and Swifts are probably going to be at the top because they're basically guaranteed, consistency. I was going to say contingency. Guaranteed consistency among their peers and how they perform. So it's probably going to be like this for a couple days before people start sorting themselves out. And my guess is maybe obviously the weekend's going to play a big part in it too, as people don't always play during the weekday too. But today's probably going to be the worst day, which is what it was. I was running into like guild takes. I just tried to, like, I was perusing this, like perooning the players. We were trying to vet them, the players we're going against. And it was like running into guild tags like every third lobby, TTVs, definite Swifts, and then occasional crass names people, crass name fuckers. Yeah. So it's going to be the way it's going to be. So we're going to play Nemesis for a bit more, guys. I do want to switch off killers, and we will do so. But right now, our MMR is getting aligned properly, and like I tried Penis Face, and Penis Face was giving me the same survivors as Nemesis, and then I tried Wraith, and Wraith was also giving me hard survivors, or what I consider hard survivors because we didn't play against them. So then I just went back to Nemesis. Tried different killers to kind of go around the board and see if they have different lobbies that they're going into, and they didn't. That's unfortunate, guys. Some other thoughts. They definitely fucked up the killer blood webs. It takes a lot more effort to get add-ons now, especially for killer-dependent add-ons, so they increased the BP killer tax. Even though it's easier to get the perks, it's not perks that really matter in the long run. What really matters is how often you can get add-ons, because killers are balanced. Most killers are balanced around their add-ons, putting aside Eries. Most killers are balanced around their add-ons, and you need the add-ons to play the killer. And if you can't have access to the add-ons, you're going to have a lot more problems. And when you prestige, it gives you the shit blood webs all over again. And that means when you reach level 50, you have to prestige again. So you only get probably 40 to 50, which is 10 levels of good blood webs. And even then, it's not really good blood webs. You only get the really good blood webs at level 50. So you have a bunch of different options. You can see the different options you can pick. This is just purely RNG. It's whatever the entity just throws at me here. And like I have no choice about what I pick. And as such, like there's no Eries. There's in level 50 blood webs. There is always an Eerie. I'm pretty sure. There's always an Eerie. And there's like 5 different purples and 5 different greens, although the greens include offerings. Greens are very rare because they're shared category with map offerings, and as such they tend to be diluted. But yeah, like trying to get eyeballs, so rare perks to begin with are even more rare now, or rare add-ons, excuse me, are even more rare now. So even though it's easier to get new perks on new killers, it's a problem when it comes to just playing the game in the long run. Hopefully they'll switch it so you just get level 50 blood webs all the time, because you should, instead of the stupid shit that you have going on now. Even if you level up faster, they can make it so it's cheaper depending on the level you're playing at. There's other ways that they can make it so that the blood web itself is cheaper if you really want to raise this number, which doesn't matter at all. And the only way this stops is when you hit 100, so yeah. That's a lot of fucking blood webs to go through, and add-ons really fucking matter. They even acknowledged that in the V2 update, like last week. They acknowledged that was going to become a problem, and it is. And all you have to do is give us level 50 blood webs, and then you could just decrease the cost of the perks based on what blood level you're at, based on the level of the blood web. So you could figure out the average amount of BP that it takes to go through a blood web, and then prorate it based on the level you're at and make the perks cheaper, depending on how many perks are in the blood web, for instance. But that being said, even then, if there's more options, the entity starts spawning normally at like level 20 or 30 or something like that after like 4 moves. So it's really not even that much cheaper, and I can make blood webs at level 50 much cheaper by cornering the entity and making it do what I want, which is something we've worked on. But putting aside normal people don't do that, there's still a lot less options and opportunities for you to go for add-ons that you actually want. That's a big deal. If you are a killer dependent on add-ons, which a lot of them are, it's a really big deal that you can't pick out your add-ons in the blood web. It's much more expensive, and it's going to take much more time for you to get add-ons you want. We went through, what, 400,000 BP earlier, and I got 1 eyeball. That's pretty fucking bad. And 1 liquor tongue. All the liquor tongues are for my shit build and don't really matter. This is probably a pretty big deal right now, because if you're add-on dependent, you're going to get shafted pretty hard, and you're going to spend a shitload of BP on just garbage that you don't want. You don't want in any way, shape, or form, just random shit. The BP bonus, this is broken. Not necessarily that it doesn't give it to you, but rather we can queue almost instantly as a killer, and you can tell that basically there's no wait time, which means that killers are in demand at the MMR you're at. It's almost instant wait time, or we could go and play Survivor and have a 3-minute queue, which we did earlier, which means that there shouldn't be an incentive bonus at all, because obviously that Survivor is not in demand. That was like, what, a 15-second queue just now. So the incentive bonuses are broken. Not that you don't get the BP. There's all sorts of bug reports on the forums about people not getting BP and shit like that. But rather the incentive itself, it's not prioritizing which role is actually needed. I don't know if they're just doing Survivor right now. Maybe this might just be something as a starter bonus. Maybe they know that this isn't working properly. It could be that this is just doing this right now simply because Survivors they want to keep Survivors queuing. I don't know. But this is broken. This is not based on actual queues. This is something else. So, regardless of being there or not, I don't know. But alright, guys. I'm out of here for this evening, guys. Tomorrow will be more Dead by Daylight, so you guys have that to look forward to or not to look forward to. There we go. So you guys have that to look forward to or not to look forward to. If you are new to the stream and you enjoy the bullshit, and you enjoy the fun, you enjoy the cheater lobbies, you enjoy the MMR, make sure to hit the follow button in the top right-hand corner. I stream every day from evening to late night, GMT-6, so 8 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time to 1 to 2 a.m., give or take, depends on my life, what's happening, etc., etc. I do want to play new killers in the future, but right now we're basically, I think the MMR shaky. I got to get a feel for the new meta, which is why I'm playing Nemesis. I'm probably going to do this for a bit more, so we'll see how our games go tomorrow. But yeah, we just queued into what looked like sweat lobbies just over and over and over again after. How many games did we play? Like 6 games before they happened? 7 games? So We got ahead of the pack from the looks of it, and then we just started queuing into sweat lobbies. So my guess is if you guys have been looking at games and people are saying, oh my god, there's so many people tunneling and camping, it's because Survivors, the MMR is reset, and games basically have a bunch of people playing at starter MMR, whatever that is. Not 0, because it has to go negative. Starter MMR is probably like 1200, because I think it goes down to 800. So starter MMR is probably 1200, and then it goes up and down from there. I think the range now is 800 to 1950. Actually, we can check real quick. They changed it. It used to be 1200 to 1900. Look right here. 1950 to 850. Yeah, so my guess is they probably start you around 1200, so there's wiggle room to go down. And everyone's starting at this range. And you have a bunch of people that were playing at lower MMR that are now playing against, or maybe even higher than that, maybe 1400. And you have people playing against killers they've never seen before because they're at shit MMR. And it's just the way it is. Yeah, I would hypothesize that MMR reset with this patch because it makes a lot of sense because all the perks have been flip-flopped all around, and they probably just thought it was better to let things shake out with a brand new, essentially season, as it would go if you're playing comp, right? Brand new season of MMR. And as such, the games are really fucking wonky, they're really weird. You have to take all the posts you see on Reddit with a grain of salt right now because they're based on just people that aren't around their normal MMR, and they think everything's broken when in fact they're just playing randomly. We saw multiple people use Dead Hard tonight, by the way, and it actually worked for them. So Dead Hard is not dead, and I've seen streamers use it. It is not dead. You just have to actually do well with it. You have to do better to use it properly, where it used to be a free getaway. And the new animation is something I haven't completely sussed out yet, too. So that's going to take a little bit more time. But just some things to consider, guys. If you play Dead by Daylight and you play it for fun, I would wait maybe till this weekend to play, and maybe even after the weekend, to let the MMR, like I said, bubble up and down, and people to shake out, for things to get shaked out, and you to actually play around people that are around the level that you're at. And right now you're going to have, if you're at starter MMR, once again, 1200 or 1400, and you're just thrown into the ruckus, you're going to run into all sorts of random fucking shits, because it's just like prior to MMR, where you just have completely random games. Sometimes you'll have a really fucking good person in the game, sometimes it'll all be shitboards, sometimes it will be just a hardcore comp squad, you have no idea, right? So, something to keep in mind, guys. I would put my money on them resetting MMR right now, and that's what's going on. But, good to know, guys. I'm out here for this evening, guys. Tomorrow will be more Dead by Daylight. Thanks for watching my stream as always, guys, and I hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Have a good day, guys.